My name's Phillips. I was addicted to drugs for over 30 years. I also lived on the streets of the Liverpool homeless. A lot of people call me Mr. Old All Street. Anyway, this is my story, and I will turn my life around.
So, how did you become homeless?
Through drugs, really. Taking drugs for years and years and years. At the end of it, I was very close to death. I was suffering with depression. I'm probably suicidal. When I was homeless, I was walking around the streets of Liverpool for about 3 days in the rain. And for some reason I had to stop. I stopped in a doorway on Old All Street, which happened to belong to the Echo actually. And I fell asleep in the doorway. When I woke up in the morning, I was freezing cold. And I was standing, well, I was on the floor. A woman come with a full breakfast in a plastic tray and a cup of coffee. And I didn't even know her name. I just remember the smile on her face. And I started crying. I thought, how lovely is that, man? It's just brilliant for someone to do that. I was in this doorway and I was still on drugs at the time. And people were coming past them and they were going, here's £1, here's £2. By 12 o'clock, I'd made like 25 quid. So I thought to myself, fantastic way to make money to get drugs, isn't it? So I was on the bus, got me drugs, come back to the doorway and done the same thing again. I was doing that for about over a week or so. A woman come one day with a fold-up bed on the bus. She got on the bus with a fold-up bed, proper fold-up bed. Brought that to me. And people were giving me money and giving me things, and I just thought in the end, I thought, I can't do this to them. I can't do it. So I stopped taking drugs, right? Then I'm in this doorway, and I got a radio and all that for music. And I thought, these people look more miserable than me going to work. They all look sad going to work and all that. So I started playing music, getting suits and buying fancy dress suits and all that, and having a laugh with them. We had bingo nights, we had karaoke nights in my doorway downstairs, yeah. It was amazing. Well, I used to drink a lot when I was like 15, because in them days, like your dad drunk, your uncle drunk, everyone drunk, and you just got into drinking. And I used to get bladdered. I was like 18 stone then. And I'd go out fighting and all that and get beat up and whatever. And one day I was in the pub and someone said, try a bit of this. You won't get drunk. So I tried a bit. And I had a great, I'll be honest, I had a great night out, you know what I mean, and enjoyed it. Anyway, the next time I went out, I had a bit more. And then the time after that, I had a bit more. And then one morning I just woke up and I went, I feel a bit rough, I need some of that. So 30 years later, that's what happens. People just see it as drug addicts, they call them smackheads or whatever, and whatever else they call them. But they're not, everyone's not like that. And it's getting worse now because we're finding people on the streets now that have just lost their home and on the streets. People with children and everything. It can happen to anyone, and with the way it's going now, with everything that's going on now, it can happen to anyone at all. Anyone. And that's what a lot of people need to realise. They should always be kinder to the fellow man, because it could be them sitting on that floor anytime. Anytime. And then the Echo done a story on me, and they called me the happiest homeless man in Liverpool. And then people were pulling up in cars day and night with stuff, bags of food, clothes, everything. My doorway was like that in the morning. So me and David would take it out and we give it to people on the street. I call them my brothers and sisters on the streets, because we're all family, like, you know what I mean? We're all family, so we do that. Well, anyway, being scared at night, people walking past drunk. A lot of people take drugs that normal people take drugs, it's not only homeless people. Take drugs and they can turn very violent when they have cocaine or whatever else they take. Very scary at night when you're on your own. Well, a lad come to me one day, he must have knew I was getting a few pounds and all that. He tried to rob me. He had a big knife. But I always kept a drain rod by the side of my bed. So I'm afraid I hit him with the drain rod. The biggest thing about me, I think, was the love of the people in Liverpool. I'd lost all love for everything and everyone with taking drugs. I just thought everyone liked me. And all of a sudden, these people are coming and loving me and giving me all kinds and all that. And it changed my whole life. I lost contact with my son 18 years ago through drugs. I won an award for the Lifestyle Awards, Outstanding Scouser. And my son messaged me and said, I'm proud of you, Dad. Anyway, his sister Francesca, she got in touch with Sean, and we arranged to meet outside the Shankly Hotel, and we just ran up to each other and put our arms around each other. It was just like we'd never been apart. I lost my son the night through because of drugs. He was 13 then, he's 33 now. But being on the drugs and all that, you know, you just go from bag of drugs to bag of drugs and you forget about everything. It's a sad, lonely life, but you get into this life where you don't know nothing else. You see everyone you're involved with, everyone you hang around with, everyone you know is some way connected to drugs. They either sell it, give it away, take it, or whatever, you know. But your old world, because everyone who wanted to know you before that has gone. They've give up on you. And you're stuck with this world of people that are all connected in a drug world somehow. You have to break that circle. From them, the first thing you have to do is get away from them all and start your new life. Make new friends. I've got thousands of friends now. I don't even know how many I've got. I've got that many. Lowest point was probably when I went to the doorway down there, because I've been walking around and I had nowhere to turn to and all that. Soaking wet, freezing, and I think I even asked God to let me die that night. You know, I didn't want to live. I even asked the devil to let me die. But I believe I was sent to Old Horsey for some reason. It might sound mad, like, but I believe I was sent there to turn my life. It'd be like a last chance. Because since going there, everything's turned around. Get a bit sad now. I knew I was going to be dead. I was very close to it. Very close to it. And plus, as I said, all the love I was getting, it was unbelievable. There was no way out of it. Like, no. I've been offered drugs over the years, and it doesn't even enter my head now at all to think about taking them. I look at other people and I go, you don't know what you're doing. You know, it's madness. And it's not only homeless people that take drugs, you know. You've got businessmen and people walking down the street that you'd never suspect in a million years that are just as bad as the person sitting on the floor, and they look down on them. A lot of people believe that people can't get out of that situation, but you can get out of it. And that's what we're showing people, that it can be done. People look at me now and they go, I remember him when he was in the gutter and all that. You know, and that's why I used to wear suits, Batman suits and top hat and all that. That was so the people on the street could see that it could be done and you couldn't miss me. And also people never looked at you, you were invisible. But they couldn't miss me with these big suits on and my hat, could they?